Okay, we just got up. We're at a geological survey point just southeast, I guess, of Częstochowa, Poland. Today we're going to go see a very cool castle after we drink lots and lots of coffee. Really. All right, I'm going to show you kind of the country we're walking through. We started at a geological survey point, and I'm holding this camera with one hand again. See, I'm telling you, kettlebells, guys. But this is some really cool country. We're down near Częstochowa in Poland, where there's a whole string of castles, which I'll tell you a little bit more about in a bit. But basically, they were built to protect the Poles from the Czechs in the 14th century. So that would be around the beginning of the 1300s. One of Poland's kings, Kazimierz the Great, Kazimierz Wielki is what they say, he ordered that these castles be built. And so we're going to go see kind of the one which is a lead-off jumping point to go see a lot of the other ones as you go through. Anyway, I am getting to some well, it's hard, I can't walk this way like this, but anyway, we'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, we're looking at some good country, and so we're going to look at that, see this bluff. We're going to go around the side of this, and then you will see the castle in Olsztyn. So here we go. All right, look at that. This is the castle in Olsztyn. It was first called the castle, it was basically Zamek Przemyśliwice, but the first time anyone heard of this in history was actually 1306, believe it or not. Now this castle really became to be to what it became, a Gothic castle, the kind that Game of Thrones. Around 1350 or so, under Kazimierz the Great, to fortify what's called the Eagle's Nest Line. And these are a series of castles that I'll show you in the links on the internet to protect the Poles from the Czechs, basically. But the real dangers actually came from other directions. The Austrians gave this castle hell, as well as some of the others in the 1500s. By the 1600s, it was falling into ruin, but then the Swedes came. Now, the Swedish wars, I'll put some links to the Swedish wars as well, but the Swedish deluge, or the Potop-Svedski, this was something else for Poland. We're talking about 81 castles completely destroyed, almost 200 cities completely destroyed, a third of the population. There are historians that estimate this was more damaging to Poland, relatively speaking, than World War II, believe it or not. It was just a catastrophe for Poland. And the Swedes devastated this castle, and we see what it is today. Now, there's actually more over that way. I'm going to show you a little bit of this, but this is a great jumping off point to go from castle to castle along this Eagle's Nest line, which is what we're going to do. We're going to begin it. We're not going to do the whole thing, but we're going to go to a couple of castles. So let's go. Go for a walk and show you a little bit of this. It may not be perfectly clear when I'm walking. So I think I have to walk backwards for you to see anything. But this is pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna also go down and give you the shot from the very front so you see the whole thing. But let me walk a bit and then I'll show you a bit. See? Is that something else? What? Let's keep walking. Let's walk down here just a little bit. And I'm gonna walk and give you some shots from up top too. Isn't that something right there? Now I'm going to pan over here. I'm not pan too fast, but all right. Okay, now we're walking up the hill. What's interesting is this castle also has stories of a ghost, Maćko Borkovic. And the story is that he tried to lead an insurrection against the king, and so they basically starved him to death, which is a pretty humane way to die for those times. You see, some people cut straight across. I'm walking up the trail, but off we go. Let's go see what's inside, if we can. Last shot of the day. Now, a couple little tidbits. If you come here in late spring in the summer, you can get tickets, and you can go up to the top of that tower where there's a telescope and you get a good view. And so you can see the Nice little city of Olsztyn down below. It's a good tourist spot. There's a lot of pretty country around here. Częstochowa's over that way, but you go this way and it really is nice. Another little tidbit is that coming up here, I tore my jeans right in half, right in the crotch. So my challenge now is to go down the mountain without exposing myself to everyone coming up. Otherwise, let's go see some more castles. Off we go. Mirow Castle, you can see it back behind me. Let me show you in a minute. I'm having to do this just holding it with my hand because it's raining and I don't want to get everything out. But this castle was part of the Eagle's Nest string of castles that was kind of along the Polish-Czech border. It was built in the middle of the, in I guess 1450, somewhere around there. I'd have to check that. I was going to tell you all this stuff, but it's raining and it's cold. And what happened though is the Swedes came down. Gosh, it's raining on me. In the 17th century and just made a mess of the place. And so it's all torn up. But it was probably built before the middle of the 14th century. But it was mostly wood back then, and they rebuilt it. The Swedes messed up. I'm gonna have to go. It's getting really cold. But a pretty cool castle. I'm gonna walk around and show you some of it. You can see. Oh, there you go. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Rain. That was a rough. I was really wet and cold, and I'm still kind of cold. My jeans are cold, but we're in the castle of Bobolice. And over there is the Mir Castle. And the interesting story behind these two castles is that they were built by two brothers. And the two brothers, well, Bobol, he had a hot wife. Mir, not so hot. Mir liked Bobol's wife. Bobol is very jealous. And as you would guess, there was a dalliance and they were caught in flagrante. Well, Bobol got mad, he killed Mir, and he put the wife in the walls of the castle where she stayed. And so she supposedly haunts the grounds. Another interesting thing, though, is that the castles were joined apparently by a tunnel that these two guys built between each other. And in the end, though, all this is for naught because, as I said before, the Swedes came, they destroyed everything, they wrecked everything, and the castles basically were a ruin until, well, Mir is still a ruin, the one in Mirow, but this one was rebuilt very recently over the last 10 years or 12 years by a local senator. So you got to come out and check it out now. What I can't do is I can't film inside, but it's worth going on the little tour. But I'll take some pictures. Let's go.